Boy abducted from California in 1951 at age 6 found alive on the East Coast more than 70 years later.
Wow. Wait, what?
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, wait,
Yeah.
he was abducted when he was 6?
He was abducted by a woman who coaxed him and said she promised to give him candy.
Candy.
And then she stole him and flew him across the country to New York.
Wow.
And raised him as one of her own.
So what is the actual word of the day? What's the internet's word of the day?
Enmity.
Enmity. What the hell does that mean?
Enmity is the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something.
No.
You don't like it?
I don't believe in it.
Decades of enmity between two countries used in a sentence.
Yeah, like that doesn't feel... Is that a new word?
No.
Is that word a new word?
It's definitely not a new word.
How old is it? Feels newish.
You look that up?
Think words have ages?
Do they?
They should.
Speaking of ages,
Chronological.
First known use 13th century.
Enmity. Is that it? Enmity?
That's what it is. Enmity.
Enmity.
The Secret Life of Walter Enmity.
That's his name.
Wait, Walter Mitty? You've never seen that movie?
Walter Mitty?
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
Oh, I'm getting confused with Benjamin Batchman.
Benjamin Batchman, yeah. Benjamin Button.
Button.
The Curious Case?
It wasn't so curious. It was very obvious what was wrong with
It
him.
was immediate. Well, I
You're
going to
die.
when you're young.
Yeah, I mean, hurry up and slow down was his thing, you know? That was his thing.
That was his thing for sure.
All right.
Okay, what else can we do? What do we got? We got another thing.
What else can we do? What a great energy. If I could resent something more in my life, I would just do it.
Is that a Uniqlo shirt?
No, it's Gymshark. I bought it with Gymshark.
Oh,
Let me tell you something about Gymshark.
Go ahead.
Nothing really interesting happened, you know, with the transaction. You ever just order something and it completely smooth whole time? Nothing interesting. Got my stuff.
Nothing to complain.
Got my stuff. I wore it. It wore out. Got new stuff. Kill yourself, you know?
That's it.
That's life.
Super disappointed in that.
Yeah. You ever
What you
get a
just
new
said.
pair of pants and nothing changes?
You know, I will never go back to buying button-up jeans anymore.
Yeah.
Like the button-up zippers?
It's pretty gay
Well,
to have button-up jeans. I've had some too. I'm sorry.
yeah.
but
They always
The
come
fact that
undone.
you just said like were you buying them specific? That was what you would go
Yeah,
out?
I went through a phase.
No, why?
I had like 4 pairs of jeans. I don't know. I liked them.
You liked buttoning up the
You
zipper?
can open them with one hand, like no problem. Like a ska. Like it was like a.
What do you think a zipper is?
Well, you'd have to undo the button and then zip. Whereas this, you just undo the top button and keep pulling, and they would just. They would just like all. They would all come out like a, you know, like
Like a
tearaways?
woman's blouse.
Yes, like a woman's blouse.
So you liked your pants to have a blouse-like effect. No, I mean, I had a couple pairs of those. They weren't bad. You're not wrong. But I could
Looking
never.
At you tried to ingest that information. You're like, shut the fuck up.
I
man.
could
Just shut
never
it.
imagine shopping specifically where you're like, hey, I like these jeans, but they have a zipper. Do you guys have the 5-button pair?
Like I would walk in. You guys got buttons on your jeans?
I really like the cut of this jean company. Yeah, super gay, dude. Couldn't get any gayer.
Listen to this.
I'm listening. What do you got?
I got a breaking news story today.
You have okay. Breaking news, segues, and welcome back to the latest episode of Don't Be Sorry. We are doing a segment on segues today. Have you ever had a Segway? It's a different kind of coffee.
So
It
why do
makes
they
you
call this?
shit?
Why do they call that stand-up scooter a Segway?
I don't know, man. Because people
it-
are funny. They like to fuck with the system, you know? They're like, Segway? What are you just like in the middle around all the time on the wheels? What does that mean? Like you're not anywhere, but you're everywhere?
You're everywhere. They're all just connecting. We're connecting left,
You're kind of
right.
connected? I don't like people that have the audacity to just be on that one wheel thing.
Oh, the confidence of that.
When I was in Ottawa, I saw a guy on a big unicycle.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like it was just a wheel.
Was it like one of those really big ones though?
Yeah, like probably 28 inches.
Just going downtown?
He was just cycling on a cycle. Not even. It was a wheel. It was a wheel. And they got to like stop and they need a railing.
So that makes me think if I saw that, I would confidently be like, dude, you're an asshole.
He was wearing a dress shirt too. I wonder if that's like if that's part of the union of cyclists.
Do you think he looks down on guys driving regular bikes?
Definitely so high up.
No.
He's so high up on the seat. I mean, he's got no
just
other
like,
vantage
look at
point.
you with your two wheels, you little bitch.
It's just such a like a unicycle guy. I've seen a couple of those guys.
I would never seen a guy in the wild.
They always have fuzzy hair. They never have they never are good looking. You know, they're never like, fuck, that guy's handsome on a unicycle. Never.
Same thing with the one wheel and like the boosted board. Those people are all,
Yeah. Never a really handsome guy on a longboard.
No. Well, what do you mean? I used to longboard. Gotcha.
You want me to call you handsome and you're wearing button-up jeans? What the hell's going on? I'm a handsome longboarder. What an adjustment to society, eh?
What an adjustment I've made in my life for this podcast. I'm realizing.
Oh, do tell.
No.
Do tell the things that have been chronologically documented through a few episodes already. I got a fucking news story out in China. We got a zoo painting puppies so they look like pandas.
What do you mean?
A zoo in China has admitted into its star attraction the two so-called pandas are just painted dogs.
Oh, so they're not even pandas?
China is just getting so lazy that they don't even have access to pandas anymore.
I'm offended. If I was there, I'd be pissed.
And they're very much dogs. Like the video, I don't know if I can. Do I have pulling it up abilities? Let me see.
You have
here.
pulling it up abilities, yeah.
Share screen.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be good at this. Okay, let's share a screen. Yet. Oh, here we do it. Here we've done it. And we're off to the races. Well, look at this cute little guy eating. Clearly, it's a dog, but well painted. I got to be honest. Like that looks great.
Looks like a panda.
Yeah, I mean that looks like a panda. But the thing is, pandas aren't that coordinated. Look at how like a real panda would have been.
It actually looks like a dog wearing a panda costume.
Yeah, it literally is that.
Oh yeah, that looks like a dog for sure.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a freaking dog.
Dogs. Chinese
fluffy chow
viral.
chow. Actually, we got even freaking more. We got even freaking more.
You got more.
Yeah, it's all everything I had seen today is pretty much animal related.
Oh, okay.
Escaped pig dodges police as school children cheer. It's pretty much just pigs running around in West Kelowna, and the kids are like, woo! And the cops are like, well, these are a lot of pigs. These are too many pigs. We were hoping for a lighter.
Ben Affleck?
No.
They didn't realize we were trying to help them.
Yeah, the pigs didn't realize. The pigs didn't clue in. This is what's going on in Canada. This is the news. We didn't appeal to the pigs' logical side of their brains. That's it for my news today. What do you got? You got any good
So mine
news?
has nothing to do with animals.
Well, that's going to be unfortunate. I feel like we really brought the listeners up to a high there.
Boy abducted from California in 1951 at age 6 found alive on the East Coast more than 70 years later.
Wow. Wait, what?
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, wait,
Yeah.
He was abducted when he was 6?
He was abducted by a woman who coaxed him and said she promised to give him candy. And then she stole him and flew him across the country to New York.
Wow.
And raised him as one of her own.
Wow.
And his niece found him with Ancestry.com.
What a burden.
He was alive at 76 years old today, has a wife, 2 kids.
He's fine.
Marine
He's
Corps
normal.
veteran. Yeah, he's just like a normal guy. He just was raised by a different woman. Some woman stole him.
Stole him. Did
That's
she
it.
tell him after?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wow. So did he ever like
They
ask?
kept trying to find him. No,
Yeah.
he didn't know. Like his family kept trying to find him on the West Coast. It said, but they had no luck. And then this niece of his, who's now obviously older, she played an integral role in finding her uncle, better than the cops.
Ancestry.com is always one of those. Why does Ancestry.com better than any like location thing in the world?
I don't know, but it's like it has a database.
It's just got a couple. It's got a couple finger pricks, and that's it. You know, you can find anybody. It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. You ever see that?
It's like finding murder. Yeah, I've seen that. It's like finding murderers too now.
Yeah, Ancestry.
Yeah,
they should just call it crimestoppers.com.
the Golden State Killer was found.
The Golden State Killer.
Yeah, he was the Golden.
Was he killing the basketball team players?
Yeah, Sacramento authorities confirmed he was killing the basketball team.
Jesus.
That's crazy to me. So that's why I never am going to do one of those swabs because I don't want something bad to come out from it.
Yeah, you never want.
Like, what if my dad and my uncle were in the mafia and that's why they came to Canada, you know?
Well, but what if at some point there's so many swabbed people that they're like, you got to give us your data. You're like, what do you mean? You're like, well, we got everybody around you.
Oh, so you're saying like it'll become like a right of the authorities to demand.
Yeah, it's just like you got to have it.
I'm not going to do it. I'll just go to jail, dude.
Would you do that if you could solve every crime by giving your like biological data, or you just maintain your like privacy?
I think I'd want to keep my privacy.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you? Stopping every crime doesn't mean they don't happen. You just catch the murderers.
Yeah, like you're never going to be able to stop all the crimes.
No, you can't. But if you could, you wouldn't.
I guess that's what I said, right? I said, fuck that, eh?
Yeah. You pretty much,
I don't know.
You're pretty much a hard no on the Joe.
I'm a hard no on the Joe when it comes to like cooperating.
Yeah, I don't mind a couple rules.
You don't like you think I don't like to cooperate, really?
Yeah, you wouldn't cooperate?
No, I don't follow direction very well, I would say. Like strong, like you giving me like tips and advice, I do the opposite always.
Well, when you told me about the Hans Zimmer concert and you bought obstructed view tickets. I mean,
without really reading what that is.
Yeah.
So it turns out
like you're the Chinese zoo.
Yeah, like I'm selling fake
You're like,
puppies.
guys, just paint them. Just paint these puppies. What are you talking about?
Like it turns out obstructed view actually means like you can't see anything.
You think they ordered like pandas and then got puppies and were like, well, we're not going to eat these guys.
Wait, pandas are in China though. They wouldn't be ordering them.
Well, I'm saying to the zoo, they're like, I'll take a couple pandas.
So you think
If you
they
got a
also
hippo,
got tricked?
maybe.
And then they're going to continue the trick.
Yeah, I mean, nobody goes to the zoo for a couple chow chows.
So China's lying to their people and just restricting everything that they can do also.
China's like 1984 probably, man. They're just, I wonder if in China, just for fun, they're like, everything made in America. Just for fun, so people feel like it's like real.
Or do they tell everybody Americans are terrible? You know what I mean?
Maybe. How much time do you think they spend on that, though? That'd be a lot.
Like, well, we have like French class, so
China is so aggressive. You know, they're like, we'll download everything. Like, everything, guys? Jeez.
do you remember that balloon that they found? It was like a balloon.
Yeah,
They were like,
balloon.
it's a Chinese balloon.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was Chinese. I mean,
Like, so was the missile they shot it down with. You know, like
probably.
It's all made in China.
I don't think you can make. I don't think you can make balloons in China, because you need joy to make balloons. You blow happiness into a balloon.
China joy measurement. Is that a thing that they have on the census?
Chinese joy measurement?
China joy 2024. Takeaways.
High.
Oh, it's
It's probably high. Joy in China?
country happiness.
You think that China gets offended when people leave? Like the leaders are like, immigration's up, or what's it called? Exigration?
They have a happiness index.
Yeah, what's their index at? Is it high?
So in the past 10 years, it's only going up. It's just up.
Yeah, it's only up.
It's up like a whole point.
The whole happiness index? What's that measured on?
On a scale of 0 to 10, they're at 5.97.
Wow. That's not bad. That's not good.
No, it's not good.
5.97?
But it's only been going up, though. It never dipped.
Never dipped. Not even.
Oh, 2019, it went down 0.5.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, wow. The COVID.
And then it shot up a whole 1.5 after that.
Wow, they were really tough on COVID. Only 0.5. Maybe these are just tight referees.
You think China has tight referees?
It's just tight refereeing on this happiness index.
This is crazy.
You think a Chinese person in China is like, yeah, this is sick. Love this.
Well, apparently you told me the podcast is big in China.
Well, there's downloads in China, but that's probably just China's, I think they're like, whoa, we got a new podcast here, boy. We can't let this information spread. We got to fucking keep tabs on this.
These two idiots in their basement, they're fucking spreading misinformation.
What I was saying is, like, you think there's somebody in China that's like, I like that they are watching me. I need to be watched, actually. Because I think of some pretty weird stuff.
So speaking of China, I got a phone call yesterday from a scammer.
Yeah.
Who wasn't Chinese, but that's irrelevant.
Okay. Segue.
And, yeah. Again.
Hit it.
And I like to keep those guys on the phone for as long as possible. That's my thing.
That's interesting.
I'm on there. I'm talking to them, and then near towards the end when I feel they're getting a little bit impatient with me, that's when I'll start maybe insulting them a little bit. But Michaela was in the car with me when I was insulting them. And she's like, and then I hang up and she's like, Antonio, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's a piece of shit. He's trying to steal all my money. Why would you insult a Bell employee like that? I'm like, he doesn't work for Bell. He doesn't know my fucking name. She thought he was like an honest, like I was just talking shit to an honest employee. Like she thought I was degrading this man.
Just for
like,
working at Bell.
I'm like, babe, if he was an employee, he would have just hung up the phone.
Or not even called you, because when do they call you?
Yeah, like I knew right away it was one of those scammer guys. So I always like to lead them on. And my theory is if I keep them on the phone for a period of time and I frustrate them, maybe they won't be able to scam somebody else today.
Oh, so you're doing it out of you're trying to be a martyr.
I don't like what they do.
Okay. That's an interesting take on that approach. I thought it was weird.
You don't think that's good?
No, I mean when you say like that at the end, when I'm like, I can't credit. What if I criticize that? Then I'm a bad guy.
Criticize it.
You put me in a corner.
Yeah.
You're like maybe you got all poetic at the end. You're like maybe if I'm on the phone with them long enough, they won't hurt another individual.
Well, like this whole podcast we're putting them in a corner, so just do it. What do you criticize it?
Well, you're helping people. It's people helping people. What can we do there?
Trying.
What, then I'm a bad guy? I don't want to help people? I'm hanging up fast. Maybe they're in the time that I've hung up versus the time they've scammed 10 more times.
Well, they're not getting anything from me. What are they scamming from me if I'm just talking to them?
Well, your time seems not so valuable.
Oh, no, true. That's the thing you're on.
Well, I think when they talk to you, they go, fuck, we should have called somebody else.
Oh, yeah, for sure they're pissed.
They're like, anybody gets the phone call from them, they're usually off the phone pretty quick. And then for some reason, they're looking at the charts. They're like, we're calling an Ottawa. This fucking call time spikes. The hell is this?
Minimum. I'm a 10-minute guy.
10 minutes.
Well, so like for 7 minutes, I'll go along with the scam.
Got it.
And then the last 3 is when I start fucking with them. You know, like you ever get the air duct cleaning service guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm on there like as soon as
Again,
they
you're-
start talking, done.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't have any joy in your life at all.
Is that joy?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
Like think about people that go to work every day, okay? Honest working people, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have good days and bad days. Even if they love their job sometimes. These people, their goal is to go to work and the outcome of their work is to hurt somebody.
Hurt them. Well, or clean their ducks.
Yeah. So they could be tricking and they actually could be air duct cleaning.
So has
services.
anyone got their ducks cleaned?
That would be nice to know. If they actually got their air ducts clean or
Because
you know,
we all just started assuming that it was a scam. Like nobody off the top. They could be a completely legitimate.
We could have crippled this business just because nobody believed.
Well,
it.
evidently they're uncrippable because they don't stop cleaning ducks, I guess.
Holy shit.
I really don't know if it's a. Well, because they have just call centers. So you get like a guy. He's like, all right, I need 30 of your best Sri Lankan guys or some shit.
Yeah, whatever they are.
And then they start dialing.
How do they get? So they dial until a number rings? Like,
I think that my worry is, I think they just like the internet. Since the internet exists, people just like, here, whatever you need. This number's from 2006. Try it.
yeah, you're right.
You know?
Everything's accessible now.
But what I don't understand is, how don't you feel the emotion that I feel like when they call me? See, I get a lot of the like CRA ones. Or like your phone is about to be deactivated. Like I get the Mission Impossible ones. Your phone will explode unless you fucking call your mom and tell you love her. And then they're like, holy shit. Or I just worry that the longer I'm on the phone, like, you know, in a movie when they're like, keep him on the phone. So
trying to get the trace.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I don't think they care that much where you are, dude. They just want to take all your money.
You don't think?
They're very concerned about the air ducts. That's it.
It's just interesting that they say the ducks because, like, it really should be, how's your hot water tank? Well, I just changed it. And then you could be like, well, you should be worried. Like, what I mean? I just changed it. You're like, well, one in every people that just changed it need to change it again. I keep you on the phone with that. If I called you and I said, what?
Got a big spike of audio there. What the fuck?
But if I called you with that and I said, hey, how's your hot water tank? We're having a conversation.
Well, yeah, like it'd be nice to have more of like an inviting tone. You
Can't
know?
even see my ducks. The hell is that?
Do you have a hot water tank? Like since when?
I mean,
You don't have
everyone
one.
does.
No, if you're in a.
But I'm
building,
saying
don't.
you call me and you go, hey, how's your hot water tank? I'm going to say either, I don't know where it is. And then you're going to say, well, do you want to? See, we're already further, Mr. Ducky.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. So they just need a lesson in fucking sales tax.
They just need a lesson in trickery, especially for the ladies. Hey, how's your laundry machine doing? I don't have one. And then you're like, what are you, a whore? What are you doing into these laundromats? You just bringing your clothes around wherever the hell you want?
Oh my god! I don't know if you're allowed to say whore anymore.
No.
I don't.
What's
think so.
what's the word's historical meaning? Probably
Bring it up,
addressed. Probably addressed towards witches. They're always criticizing witches.
Was a man ever a witch also, or was it only just women?
I don't know.
1530s, prostitute harlot.
Harlot. Yeah. Wow. So whore has just never changed.
Yeah, it's a Middle English whore, or from Old English, reconstructed to be from Proto-Germanic, horan.
Horan. Because you know some words over time they just they change a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like what? What? Give me an example.
Got nothing, but some do. You know, some do, and this one didn't. Horror has just been horror the whole time.
Well, it's interesting how things like change over time. Like, do you ever like think about like today in history, like what happens, you know, like a long time ago, like today?
Well, funny you say that, Antonio. I hate everything about this.
You don't like it, eh? It's stupid.
Abraham Lincoln drank a fucking beer today after he issued the preliminary emancipation proclamation during the American Civil War. This was a pivotal moment in U.S. history as it declared that if the Confederate States did not cease their rebellion by the January 1st, 1863, all enslavement of people within those states would be declared free.
I like how your voice just slowly shifted to like an old...
The proclamation marked the shift in the war's objectives. Linking the Union's fight with, just all over the map, with the cause of... See, they tried to get rid of it back in the day, but they did get rid of it like on paper, but for a while it wasn't rid. You know?
For a while, like there was slaves, but they weren't allowed to have them.
Pretty much, there was a lot of time, I'm sure, where they're like, listen, this is illegal. And then they would wink hard as frick.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy.
Slavery?
Yeah, because you know, we don't have to talk about it. It's pretty bad, though.
Yeah, I mean, terrible thing.
Yeah, it's been covered.
Yeah, horrible, unfortunate. You think they would have been like, hey, I'll just do the work. You don't gotta... We're good on the whole hitting me things. You know? Good on that. I just work for you now, I guess. Coolio. Another unfortunate event happening. France declares the first... Actually, the invention of the ice cream cone, 1903. Italian. Of course, the cone.
Yeah, the cone. The sugar cone.
So upset he must have been with the bowl. You know? He's like...
Yeah, it probably was hard to eat it. It was probably like biting.
He's like,
it a
I
lot.
want to eat also what the ice cream has touched as well.
So an Italian for gelato made a cone.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because gelato is served a lot not in a cone.
Yeah, gelato.
Very commonly scooped into a cup, you know?
Gelato's very pretentious, too.
Because it is just ice cream, really.
I mean, it's definitely just ice cream.
Well, unless you're getting unless you're getting the other thing, the fruity one, you know? That's not
Like
ice
an
cream.
infusion?
Well, what's it called? There's it's not gelato, it's fucking sorbet. Sorbet is not ice cream.
No, but gelato's not sorbet.
But when you think about it, there is types of gelato that are like sorbet, like limoncello.
Well, what about lemon gelato?
Yeah,
Is that sorbet?
that's a sorbet. But it's ice cream. You know?
No,
Okay, look.
based on the math here, that's not right.
Lemon gelato. You're right, it's gelato.
Yeah, because sorbet is sorbet and gelato is gelato and ice cream's ice cream, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Gelato is it's like not dairy?
Yeah, so it's saying what's the difference between the two? And it's just the fact that sorbet is just completely dairy free.
Yeah. Sorbet is like your drunk uncle. It's just like
Sorbet's kind of like this podcast, really.
Needs to get aggressive.
We need to fucking kick it up. We need some goddamn cows in here, dude.
A couple cows.
Couple cows.
We're gonna start eating steaks on the podcast and lifting weights.
Like, I almost thought about just having a glass of wine and being on here, you know?
Yeah. How would that? Would you do a whole bottle?
Well, that would be by the end of the bottle, we'd be getting interested.
Pretty sure your blood pressure would be freaking spicked.
Well, in this fucking room, dude, in this little closet I'm in, oh my God.
How's the temperature?
It's hot, and then, it's hot in here. You
Yeah.
can't fart in here, too, when you're in here. You're fucked. Like, you can't escape.
Have you been farting more in older age? I got windows. I got windows of time. A couple months ago, a lot of farting.
Like when you were driving in the car today, like were you let them rip confident, no problem?
No, I don't know. When I was in Montreal, my stomach was it was just different. It's just different now.
Like better or worse?
I don't know. My shit has no like lubricant. It's all stiff. It's all stiff poop. It's all like if my poop was a human, if I could humanize it, it's like somebody that doesn't know they're going to get across the border. So they're just like super tense.
So ridiculous, dude.
Very tense.
You've somehow managed to make talking about shit just completely normal.
Yeah. It's so, and these are like non-wipe poops. Don't even have to.
You pinch it off, you get up and run. You don't even wash your hands.
I know I'm wiping. I'm aggressively wiping, but there's nothing there.
I figured you'd be getting a bidet anytime soon.
I have one in my house.
You have a bidet in your bathroom?
In my home, yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it adds an entirely new element to the whole poop game.
Like, you remember that meme I sent you of Josh Brolin using one for the first time?
Yeah.
Like, was that shocking to you? Like, he seems like the manliest of men.
Well, no, it's pretty much a necessity.
What do you mean?
Like a bidet?
Is it?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
I don't have a bidet.
The way that you operate your life without a bidet is subpar to an individual who has a bidet.
Yeah, because like at any given moment, you're like, your asshole's dirty, buddy.
Potentially. Bums are complicated.
Yeah, what's your rules on like when you're laying in bed? Do you fart under the covers and stuff?
No, you're married.
Oh yeah, you get kicked
That's
out of
over.
bed.
As soon as you get married, you give up like 8 things.
Oh yeah? Can I have 3 of those?
Women just make you give up shit.
Yeah, like what is it?
Women just point out that like 40% of your life was disgusting.
But you know what? They add and subtract things that aren't necessarily necessary. Like, what's your take on these fucking weighted blankets, dude?
I've never dated somebody who's needed a weighted blanket.
So this is my first time being introduced into the weighted blanket world. And the average weighted blanket is 12 to 20 pounds. Okay. And last night I asked her, I was like, why you got that thing? She was from neck to toes weighted.
Did you say 12 to 20 pounds?
Yeah.
It's like a dead
They
fawn.
make them up to a... Yeah.
What do you want a dead fawn on your body for?
They make them up to 100 pounds.
So you could just have a child on you?
Yeah, and I said, what's going on over
Who
there?
invented the weighted blanket?
I don't know, but I was like, are you secure over there? What's going on? And she's like, yeah, it's for anxiety.
The weighted blanket.
So I'm thinking, so if you're anxious, Keith Zivelich created the weighted blanket.
Keith
according to
Zivelich.
Yeah. He was inspired to create his product when he noticed that he felt a relaxing hugging sensation after his daughter placed a Beanie Baby, a 90s cult toy filled with beans, on his shoulders.
Wow. It's a big stretch, Zivelich.
Yeah, a Beanie
Baby, the weighted blanket?
They're like this big.
Somebody's autistic.
Do you have, what's your experience with ADHD?
What's my experience with ADHD?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like, my girl has ADHD.
Okay.
And I realized something the other day that, like, every plan or, like, idea or thing we're going to do is always just tentative or hypothetical until we're doing it. Or is that just women?
Tentative. So, what do you mean? Like, she's not like, hey, we're doing this at 1 o'clock, let's do it. It's like, maybe we should do this at 1 o'clock and then you do it?
No, it's more like, tomorrow, let's do X, Y, Z. And then I go, okay. And then we wake up in the morning and she's like, actually, I'm just going to do this right now and you can join me if you want. But what about the plan we had today? Well, that's irrelevant.
I got to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell
You've never had somebody just say they're making plans We settle on the plan, and then they decide to start throwing more shit in there on top of those plans, so we don't have enough time in the rest of the day to do the things that we plan on doing.
No.
Oh, so you guys are organized over there. Okay.
Well, with plans on my side of the fence,
Yeah.
it's all like has to be
Locked in.
locked in.
Okay, what about
I am the one that I don't like plans.
Okay, what about when she makes the plans? Is it organized or is it a chaos?
No, it's easy. Yeah, it's organized.
Well, must be nice, dude.
It's not bad. To be honest, I don't like it. Like when somebody's like, hey, let's talk about planning like the day.
Yeah.
I feel like the day is gone once we plan it. But
Even just one thing is planned.
yeah, the reality is it's actually better that way. But even though I know that, I'm going to keep living this way. Yeah. Get some of that on you. Get some of that water on you. It's the fourth quarter.
We're in the fourth quarter.
We're in the fourth quarter. You ever find you ever find yourself in an Italian like restaurant or grocer and just like guys,
You said it.
everyone's selling the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same everywhere all the time. You never see like a new take on like Italian food.
No.
It's
been
literally
done.
like try our veal.
Yeah. Well, it's been done before. They figured it out.
What do you mean?
Like everything, there's going to be no new Italian discovery in food now. Like they've done it all. I like watching my parents like interact when they come to a big city compared to being in the Sioux, you know?
Where
Like-
they went to Ottawa?
When they come to Ottawa, it's like they feel that's a vacation. Think about this, okay? That's a vacation for
Yeah.
my parents.
Of course.
Whereas like me and you, we're gonna go to Italy or like fucking, Florida. They're coming to Ottawa, dude. So when they come here, my dad's like, take me to Cabela's. I'm gonna buy a gun. And my mom's like, you don't need a gun.
Yeah.
And then they get into an argument and my dad disappears for a minute and then they regain each other at the checkout and he has a fucking gun, dude.
A
He
gun,
bought
yeah.
one. And he's not a guy who lies. Like if he says I'm gonna go buy a gun today, even if he doesn't need that one, he's
Old
gonna get it.
Italians love guns.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why.
I don't know why either.
Do they feel safer if a bunch of them are there? Like he has.
And what's
an
weird is
armory?
they're valuable.
Yeah, like all of my dad's guns could be sold for more than he bought them for.
Well, yeah. That's the thing, too. Italians are obsessed with that.
But
They kind of
that's my
just
dad's-
like,
yeah.
they just want to grind people down.
And that's like my dad's poison, and then my mom will like showcase her poison, Like they'll go to an Italian grocery store here, which, I mean, relax, It's the same as the other grocery stores.
But it's
They just
exciting.
it is to them. And my mom will spend like $400 on all the things she can make herself. But she's like, well, I don't have to make it now. They
Yeah.
have what I need.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting to watch them interact.
It's exciting.
For me, it is now.
Yeah, it's weird how
Wasn't
you
when I was-
kind of flip on your parents. You're a baby, they take care of you, and then you watch them. You're like, oh, look at how cute it is when they enjoy.
But do you ever like watch when they come to Toronto? Do you ever watch them do ridiculous things there? Like, and you're like, you can't do that.
I just watch them do normal stuff that they are like enamored by, that they think is incredible. And yes, ridiculous things. Like my mom will just talk to somebody,
Yeah.
and like I'm like, don't do that.
Like my dad thinks because he has a big truck that he could just stop in the middle of the road, like in the middle of like a busy road in Ottawa. And he's like, what are they going to do to me? I don't know. They're going to hit you. What do you mean? What are they going to do?
Why is he stopping?
Like I remember one time I was giving him directions in Ottawa to like, okay, Dad, you got to turn left at this stoplight coming up. But he didn't like understand the way that street worked for some. So he just decided to stop and think about, well, where do I need to go? It's a 4-lane street. Like these cars it's a busy road. And he's just like, they're going to go around. What do you mean? I'm like, no, they're going to hit you, Dad. Like you can't do that. And then he drove over the median to get to where we had to go.
Got a big truck.
He's like, that's why I got a truck. That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
That was his excuse
Yeah.
to everything. Everything.
I mean, that kind of is the reason to get the truck.
It's interesting.
Sometimes you ever feel limited by your vehicle. You're like, shit.
Well, I have a truck, so not much can limit. Well, I
Yeah.
guess small spaces.
Small, yeah.
Are
Sometimes
you limited in your little?
Well, I
vehicle
can't
over there?
just go over a median.
True.
I'm limited in a median. If there's a median, I'm stuck on one side for sure.
You would think they would make medians higher given the state of trucks.
They could make them walls. Feels like a lazy wall as a median. You know, it's like
That's what it is. Yeah.
maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be
Like-
a wall.
If only the hurdles in the Olympics were just medians, dude. Everybody would be really good at it.
Yeah, medians aren't very tall, are they? Why are they called medians?
I don't know. I'll ask you.
You'll ask me.
Or sorry.
We don't got to pull it up. That's a bad one. Why are they called medians? I might as well jump out of the window of this 2-story building right now and land safely on the ground.
The value separating the higher half from the lower half.
Yeah, like you might as well go to Memphis and see Elvis's house. Take pictures because you're a grandfather.
I love it.
Do you like Elvis?
Yeah, I like his music. I don't know how I felt about the Elvis movie though, with Austin Butler. It was okay.
Sometimes Hollywood's like, hey, listen, this is a guy.
Speaking of Hollywood, like, did you enjoy The Penguin?
Liked it a lot. It's
I have
really
no way
good,
of
yeah.
I have no way of watching it, so that's like.
Well, I'll tell you everything about it. It's
Go
a
ahead.
show based in the Batman universe.
Okay.
And there's a guy named Oswald Cobb. He plays a penguin. That's the whole show. That's what it is. It's about. It goes through some trials, some tribulations. So you don't need to watch it anymore.
Let me just let that information waft over me.
Yeah, if you need to repeat it back so it sticks, let me know.
Maybe can you try it again, but maybe just sound excited about it?
Try it like that. What the new ChatGPT prompt?
Yeah, like just be the newer version of ChatGPT.
Yeah. So in
'cause when you
Gotham,
just-
Oswald Cobb.
sounds so bad.
So bad.
You piece of shit.
Well, is it Colin Farrell? Isn't it? I don't know. I can't. But that's a big part of it.
He's Colin Farrell. Yeah. for
It's
sure.
Colin Farrell. It's Farrell Colin. You think Colin Farrell ever just wakes up in the morning and he's like, wow, it's me. I'm freaking Colin Farrell. Can you believe it?
Apparently, he's got a huge hog.
You think?
Yeah, he was in a porno.
Colin Farrell was in a porn?
Yeah, when he was doing Daredevil, when he was Bullseye.
Yeah. Was that like the porn name too? That'd be pretty good.
No, it's just like his head's completely shaved, and then he's in the porno in that one. He's not in a porno. It was like a leaked video of him having sex with a girl, and he's got a huge old Irish fucking dong on him. He's got an Irish bottle of whiskey between his legs.
Yeah. Can you think the penis can get arthritis? I wonder if it could.
I thought arthritis strictly was like restricted to bones.
Bones and joints, musalos. So wait a second. If the penis is a muscle, is it a muscle?
It's a muscle.
Can
yeah.
you
It
work
fills
out your penis?
Yeah, you could do cock push-ups, dude. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Fucking.
I mean, I guess you really could. The thing is, every man wants to go for the biggest lift. Everyone's trying to do their first PR, their personal fucking best. Because I've seen penis enhancements, but there's never been like a penis workout. But if it's a muscle,
No scientific evidence
that it's a muscle,
that it can be. It's not a muscle.
it's not a muscle. We don't
No,
really
it
know
just
what
has-
it is, eh?
It just has tissues. There's tissues, and they fill up with blood.
Nobody knows.
No, I'm reading it right now.
I feel like the penis is like the body's airbag, and it just gets nervous and explodes. Yeah, it's got to be some sort of...
So increasing girth size, the surgery involves the transfer of fat cells to the penis, increasing the width.
So
You cannot increase the length.
you can literally get a surgery to have a fat cock. I had a normal penis before, but now I have a fat cock. Like, no, that's the medical term. You're like, whoa, shit, dude. How much did that cost? You're like, a lot.
So penis stretching, 5 exercises for length and girth.
Yeah, like it must be able to be manipulated.
There's a video. No, we're pausing that video.
Pausing. I love how you were watching it. This is just like resume or watch from the beginning.
Dude, this is insane. This is on a news website.
The penis?
Penis stretching. There's different exercises.
Yeah, totally.
This is crazy.
It's weird the Egyptians never did anything with the penis.
Well, didn't they like cut it off? Weren't eunuchs part of Egypt culture?
I'm just saying nobody ever worshipped it.
What?
Like no one's ever.
What do you mean?
It's life-giving. It's the only thing that can, the women house. The men are supplying the shipment.
So women are like the dock, and then men have shipping containers.
Yeah.
With a bunch of sperm.
Yeah. Women are, like the egg, pretty much.
Yeah, sperm is I can't, it's hilarious. It's a hilarious concept.
Sperm.
Yeah, it's just a war. It's a one-way war.
They kind of make it seem like while you're not having sex, the sperm are just like, yeah. It's like prison. Yeah,
what are they doing down there?
It's like fucking Gen Pop.
Like the way I see it is the sperm are sitting in there like the ride that was designed on Jurassic Park that they sit in. Like they're all sitting in it, like they clamp down and they're sitting in these little chairs just waiting to get through the ride. And then at the end,
I don't. The scientific fact. Okay, in science, they're like, there might only be like one neutron or some shit.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Give me more.
So, like, I think in science, they're like, there might only be like one neutron or something. Where it's like, because if you look at it, it's something different than when you're not looking at it. It's weird.
Okay, wait, what do you mean there's in one sperm cell, one neutron?
Well, no, I'm just saying maybe there's only one sperm cell, but there's actually more when they look at it.
Gonna need more, dude.
Yeah. Just like, what if it's actually just a couple sperms?
Oh, like it's like a team of sperms that makes their way through.
But no, they say it's millions.
Well, yeah, but in the end, it's one.
It's one.
You're saying maybe not.
I don't really know what I was saying.
And that's twins or triplets or quadruplets. Yeah, that's what that is. When 2 sperm meet 1 egg.
I've been seeing a lot of videos where they zoom in lately. They just
like they're going to alert you now on Instagram when people zoom in on your shit.
What?
Like how Snapchat like alerts you when somebody screenshots.
Okay.
Well, Instagram will send you a notification. This guy or whoever, I'm assuming it's going to be a guy.
Yeah.
Zoomed in.
They are going to send you notifications when you get zoom in.
Yeah, when somebody has a Zoom click, they're going to send you a notification.
Wow.
I think it also helps, to be fair, with marketing and stuff because people, when they shop, they zoom. That's the original intent behind that.
Got it.
So that the marketing agencies or people who have clothing lines will be like, hey, this person zoomed in on this product, as opposed, you don't give a fuck and shit at all.
One of my favorite things about society,
go ahead.
Anything in the name of marketing. You can pretty much slaughter a full house of cows.
That's what they're doing.
HP sauce. Like, that's marketing. It's just any
A1.
It's kind of funny how in marketing they're like, oh, don't be too aggressive. You got to like softly mind control people.
Okay.
Because we're so sensitive with our mind control. It's actually us, the humans.
Yeah.
I want to be lied to.
Well, it's not so much even being lied to. Wow, I got a fucking stain on my shirt. It's not even so much being lied to. It's just like we don't want to know the truth regardless of a lie or not. We don't want to even know.
What?
Well, when you're lied to, when you get lied to, that you're admitting that there's a truth that I'm not telling you, we don't even want to be talked to at all. We don't even want to be told.
I was
So
saying,
when I
no, I was
talk-
saying,
Okay.
like, we have an acceptable amount of mind control. But
Oh, you
if
mean
I'm
like as a-
told, like, do this, that's why the masks, I think, with COVID were so fucked for people. Because it's like, okay, well, I'll let you poison my food slowly and give me shitty meat quality. But I won't like let you inject me with poison.
Are you an anti-vaxxer?
No, I got them.
Well, you got them out of necessity.
Yeah, I don't really think I have any feelings.
Yeah, I don't have feelings.
Like when
but
I was
got
like,
them.
oh, it's time for the vaccine, I was never like, no. I just was like, I guess. Is this what we're doing?
You made it seem like they changed the condiment on your favorite sandwich.
Pretty much, though.
Like the deli you go to every day.
Like we're out of
Like,
mayo
"Hey,
now."
instead of mustard, yeah, it's mustard only.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Is this what
You
we're
just went
doing?
in.
Yeah. Like anti-vaxxer. What a stressful. I'm already stressed about like other shit. Imagine this thing I have to take. I'm like convinced is gonna kill me. Wow, that's heavy as shit, dude. Why don't you just
'cause,
relax?
I guess that's the narrative they're painting. Like, you're trying to make me take something that I believe is going to kill me.
Yeah, or just like imagine you were the guy that didn't take it and you're convinced it's going to kill everybody and mutate them. Take it. You want to live in the world where all the people, like, you're outnumbered.
You're by yourself.
You
now.
might as well have taken it.
You thought nobody was going to fuck you before, dude? Well, you just
That's
did
what I
it
mean
all
about an
around.
acceptable level of mind control. Like, people are like, okay, put it in the apples, not in the needles. Like, they can't have it in that. Yeah, I'd eat it at queso. The thing about queso is it aridiandes. Because that's what I think what he's saying. He's like, I'm not eating queso, right?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Arenida que soy.
It's weird that he.
Boy.
It's weird- Does Vin ever speak a different language in the Fast series?
Familia.
Why is it that those movies I could watch them at any point?
I think I watch them strictly to be pissed at them now.
To be upset.
Yeah, because I was watching it. I was watching Furious 7. Like, I've continued. And, like, one of the villains in Furious 7 is Tony Jaa. You might not know who that is.
Yeah,
Or
he was the guy. He did the slide, like the split slide under the car.
Well, he's like a very famous Muay Thai
Ong
artist
Bak.
Ong Bak, exactly.
Back.
So,
He did the double kick.
and then he's just in there, and like Paul Walker's like kind of beating him up, which was like it's like
No.
when you're watching it, I'm mad because even in the movie he looks like somebody who wouldn't lose that fight, you know?
Yeah.
But he's losing it.
But how sick are the cars?
Cars are always sick, dude. They're always pulling up in crazy cars. I saw an Urus today actually in Ottawa, which I never seen up close before.
There's just something about the Fast and the Furious that it's like they know the more cheesy it is, the better for business it is. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Like they're
Well,
like
yeah.
let's like okay, we have submarines and we're like we're a task force and like the government agency needs us. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. But
Yeah, because we were just street racers, you know,
Yeah.
at the beginning.
there's something
And
about
then now-
movies where you can graduate in like if like you're a robber, you can like work for the like government in the anti-robber department or something.
And somehow you're good at all the things. Like you can hack national security system. You
Yeah.
can handle automatic rifles, you know?
In movies, experience is very valuable. No matter what team. Like
I
in
know.
the Mighty Ducks, they went from being a Division 5 hockey team to being the USA.
They
team.
were they were in the Olympics.
The junior Olympic team. Whole squad, no tryouts. They just everybody was on the team. No one got cut.
Kind of reminds me like in Air Bud, he was just a golden retriever and then he played a lot of basketball.
Well, it occurred to everyone around them that a lot of basketball is just retrieving the ball, and evidently, no one has a genetic history of doing anything more and longer than a golden retriever.
Yeah, so it turns out we are okay with being brainwashed slightly.
We like a little wash of the brain. What do you see there?
I pulled the tag off of my microphone by accident.
Well, that's it. We can't return it now.
Can't return it.
And that's been another episode of the Don't Be Sorry. Are you
Don't
sorry?
Come back.
Are you sorry?
I'm sorry that we took the time.
We're
to
sorry.
do
Yeah,
this.
we actually are sorry. This whole thing. Sorry.
It turns out this is the I am sorry podcast.
I am apologizing.
You have the best podcast voice in the business.
Best voice in the game. Thank you, China, for listening.